Hi, Nathan here with Prinsu Design Studio. Today we want to go over some common questions that we get about our roof racks for the 5th generation 4Runner. Just so you're aware, the 5th generation 4Runner is from 2010 to the current model year of 2019. We make 4 different racks for this generation of 4Runner. We have a 3/4 length rack, a 7/8 length rack, and then we have 2 versions of our full length rack. And I want to just explain the difference between each of those racks. So if we look at this 4Runner here, this 4Runner is running our full length non-drill rack. So you can see it goes from end to end, utilizes factory mounting points on the back half of the vehicle, and then the front 2 mounting feet, because it's the non-drill version, they're just special mounting feet that we utilize that use a special 3M bonding tape that bond that bracket to the roof, so it's a very secure, stable connection. You can remove the 2-sided 3M tape. It's not going to be like removing a decal. It's going to take a lot more effort, but you can remove it and restore the vehicle back to its factory setting. The other version of that full-length rack is our drilled version. That was our original version. So that version is going to require the installation of 2 plus nuts into the drip rail channel on the roof. And you basically just drill the roof, install the plus nut, and then the mounting bracket bolts directly to it. It's pretty simple and straightforward. I know it can be very overwhelming for people to drill into a brand new vehicle or their nice 4Runner, but it's pretty basic, pretty straightforward. So that's the one version that we have, the full length version. Coming back from that, we have our 7/8 length. The 7/8 length rack is going to come just beyond the B pillar here. The front of the rack is going to be just beyond the midpoint of your sunroof if you do have a sunroof. The 7/8 rack is a great option. It gets you lots of coverage. It's not going to go all the way to the front of the windshield full length, so depending on what your needs are, it may work really well for you. Keep in mind that the 7/8 rack, it will work with a sunroof, but you are limited in the tilt feature on your sunroof with the 7/8 rack. The other thing to be aware of is, as far as the wind deflector goes, we do not offer any light bar mounting options for the 7/8 rack. Moving back from the 7/8 rack, we go to our 3/4 length rack. The 3/4 length rack is another great option. It utilizes all of the factory mounting points on the back half of the vehicle, and it's going to go right up to the front of where the sunroof starts if you have a sunroof. It's not covering the sunroof, and it doesn't inhibit any movement or motion in the sunroof as well. So the 3/4 rack is a great option if you're looking for a smaller, more compact roof rack. All of our roof racks you can carry a rooftop tent on. You can carry all kinds of accessories like Max Tracks or Roto Packs, or like Pelican cases or Plano cases, like shown on this particular vehicle. The 3/4 rack itself does give you some wind deflector options if you want to mount a 40-inch or a 30-inch light bar. And the full length options give you that same choice as far as your wind deflector goes. So 30-inch, 40-inch light bar is what you can mount up there. Okay, so one of the other questions that we get a lot is, can I use my sunroof with the roof rack? And the answer is yes. With all of the versions of 5th gen 4Runner racks, you can use your sunroof with every one of them. The only one that's going to inhibit your tilt feature is the 7/8 rack, and that's because the front wind deflector portion of the rack is right over the sunroof, about right at the midpoint. All other racks you can use your sunroof. The 3/4 rack absolutely has 0 effect on it. The full length rack does cover the sunroof, but you can still use your tilt feature and your slide feature. And then the other thing to keep in mind is, because the Prinsu rack is so modular, if you want full visibility out of the sunroof, then you go ahead and just remove those 2 crossbars that are over the sunroof, and you can gain full visibility, or you can, you know, position them wherever you want that gives you the visibility that you want out of your sunroof. So there's no functionality issues with the Prinsu rack and your sunroof on any of the 4Runner racks.